Known him for like about a year or two now.
Okay. Yeah, he a good dude, man. I like Jack, and he got some game too. And he ain't. I like the fact that he, being the complexion that he is, he ain't scared of nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure. How was your day?
It was good. I had long block periods today at
Hmm.
school,
Okay.
but besides that, it was good. How was
So what
yours?
is? It was good, man. I appreciate. Thanks for, bro. You know what? The funny thing is, you the first person when I asked how your day was
Really?
that you returned it. Yeah, asked me how
Wow.
my day was. It was good, man. Just working. Outside of this, my regular full time job, but it was cool. What
Okay.
is block sessions for school? What is that?
Okay, so like Prairie, so we got like it's like A days, B days, C days, D days, E and F days. So our A through D is all like 45-minute like class periods, but E and F is an hour and a half class like period. So today I
Okay.
had E day, and my E day is full of like core like classes. So I got chemistry first, math, history, and English. And then on my
Okay.
F day, I got like a more chill day. Like I got study hall, commons, or study hall, Spanish, study hall, and then art.
You got two study halls?
Yeah, so tomorrow I'm chilling. Tomorrow I'm
Okay.
chilling.
Got it. Got it. Is this something that because this is actually, I went to Horley,
Make sure you like
right?
this
Okay.
video
And we didn't
and
have it
subscribe.
split up like this. So I'm wondering if this is something that they just implemented more recent. Now, of course, I graduated like I'm a dinosaur compared to you, right? I'm mad old. So, but I
Yeah.
graduated. I graduated in '99. So in class
Okay.
of '99, we didn't have anything like this. So I'm wondering if this is something that they just implemented more recently.
Um,
I'm pretty sure you
I
don't
don't
know
know.
the
I've
answer
only
to
been
that.
at
Yeah, yeah,
Prairie.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure you don't know the answer to that. But
Yeah.
so let me ask you this real quick, man, before we get into why we have you here, man. And uh, like I told you before, I mean, I'm a fan. I'm a big fan. So this
Thank
is
you.
cool for me. And the reason why I became a fan is what we'll get into in a second when we start the show. How I became a fan. But what are you currently watching on television as far as series? Do you have any series that you're watching?
I watched The Last Dance for like the third time, like 2 days ago. I started the Kanye series on Netflix.
Okay.
Besides that is all basketball.
All basketball stuff. Okay,
Yeah.
and then we'll get into in a second here. Well, in a second during the interview, of course, I'm gonna have you pick your finals matchup, your
Okay.
NBA finals matchup, and then I'll have you pick a
Okay.
winner too. So, um, but before we get into everything, this interview is sponsored by Hylux Vitamin Water. Hylux is a regimented vitamin water packed with B complex vitamins, more potassium than a banana, hydrates quickly, and no preservatives or artificial flavors. Right now, I'm drinking on the strawberry watermelon. We also have strawberry kiwi. I have also raspberry pomegranate, and I also have um, red dragon fruit. And we're currently working on my discount code for this particular vitamin water. But right now, if you go to drinkhylux.com and you use the code hydrate, you can get up to 10% off when you buy two or more sampler packs. The sampler packs come with all of the flavors, and then they're working on my discount code. So when they get my discount code created, you will be able to go on drinkhylux.com using my discount code to get the discount off as well. Also, you can purchase the items right now on Amazon.com, and you can also purchase them on Walmart.com. So, thank you, Hylux. Shout out to my sponsor, Hylux. But we are here because of this young gentleman that we have on the screen right now. So, let me go ahead and intro this real quick. One of my favorite high school players because of reasons I'll get to here in a second. But let me go ahead and intro this real quick. New viewers, welcome. My returning viewers, thank you and welcome back to Baseline to Goal Line. I am Alan Colbeezy Colburn, and in the building with me right now, class of 2023, guard at the Prarie School. One of my favorite high school players, Kaleb Shannon, is in the building. How you doing, bro?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well, man. Let me get to why you are my favorite player. And I think I told you this before, but I just want to get to and let the people know why you are my favorite player. So I moved back to the area in October. I was gone for a little bit of time and I was supposed to be going out to Arizona, but unfortunate circumstances made me move back to the area that we're currently in. I'll never forget, I went to the gym to work out on Thanksgiving morning. And as I'm going into the gym working out on Thanksgiving morning, I just happened to walk past the basketball area. And as I walk past the basketball area, I see this young man right here getting reps in with Johnny Jones with Juice, getting reps in early in the morning. And I admired the work ethic, number one, and just the wherewithal because 9 times out of 10 on holidays, you have high school athletes who are just chilling. They at the crib. They ain't doing nothing. Or they watching football, the football games. They playing video games, whatever the situation is. But I admire your work ethic during that day. And then I actually went to your first game after
Oh,
that. Yep, I went to your first game after that when y'all played. Oh my God, the first game of the season. I forgot who y'all played, but y'all almost gave up a 20-point lead, and I was bugging out. I was
oh,
bugging.
that was against Marinette.
That
Marinette.
was it. Yes,
Yep.
man. And I was
That was
up in the
Marinette.
stands bugging out. I'm like, yo, do
Yeah.
not give this lead up, bro.
That
But
was that was the day after Thanksgiving, right?
um
It was either the
it was
next day.
shortly after. It was
Yeah.
shortly after for sure. Yep,
Yeah.
definitely shortly after for sure. But at that point in time when I saw the work ethic, especially on the holiday for you to get up and get reps off, I was like, okay, I want to go check him out. And when I checked you out, I admired you. I liked your game, and those two combination of things made you become one of my favorite high school players right now.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Definitely. Yeah, no doubt, man. Um, so let's just, let's hop right into it. I want to start early childhood and then lead up to where we currently are right now. So what made you get into basketball?
Um, Early childhood, man, I was a football fanatic. I loved Deshaun Jackson. Like I had his jerseys, his posters, and everything. But my mom, she works in the hospital, and she made me quit around, I think it was sixth or seventh grade. And but I had always been playing basketball, but I favored football. So then when football was took from me, I was like, I just gotta keep hooping, and I got better at it.
Okay, so that's interesting because I got two questions for you, and these are the two
Oh,
questions that I hear people ask about or say something about football first, and then they venture off to basketball. The first question that I always ask them is, did you favor football more because you felt it was more physical and basketball was soft?
yeah, I did.
Is that
I
what it
did.
was? The
Yeah,
funny thing,
yeah,
the reason why I asked that, Caleb, though, is because everybody who says that says the exact same thing.
yeah,
That they felt football was more tough and basketball was real soft. Allen
yeah.
Iverson said that.
Yeah.
Allen Iverson said it. Okay, and then was the seventh grade when you actually started playing basketball on a consistent basis, or were you playing basketball earlier than the seventh grade on a consistent basis and more organized basketball, I should say?
Let me see. I started organized like third, fourth grade, like for like RYS and stuff like that. And then I played for my school, St. John's Lutheran. I played fifth, sixth, and seventh and eighth grade, but more consistently, I'd say like summer of sixth grade, I was at the Y like every day. So
Okay.
I was like that summer, I seen a jump.
Is that okay? I'm glad. See, I love doing these interviews, man. 'Cause, first of all, I learn stuff. Number one, that's first and foremost. Number two,
Okay.
I can become a fan, and I can just fan out and ask these questions. But number three, I can tell that you were looking forward to this interview because you are elaborating a lot more on questions and you're going further, which I like a lot.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. So, at that point in sixth grade, when you were playing more at the YMCA, were you also playing AAU basketball at that time, or was it just more so like RYS and things like that?
Yeah. I didn't get into AAU until seventh grade summer. There was a who was it? It was a high schooler that sixth grade summer who told me that I should like venture off like into it. So I
Hmm.
tried it the next summer and it worked out well for me. I was playing up in Milwaukee with Wisconsin United that summer.
Okay. Okay. Now, when you started playing AAU basketball, because of course it's a lot different than what it is when you play in high school basketball as far as
Yeah.
competition, right? So when you started playing AAU basketball, I know previously you mentioned that you saw a jump between your sixth and your seventh grade year. Um, Starting AAU in seventh grade, how was the competition for you, and how were you faring with the competition?
Um, First tournaments they didn't go too good
Okay.
for me. The game was a lot quicker than like school ball was.
Yep.
So like I went from dominating in school ball to like fourth option on my team.
Hmm.
Um, so I kind of lost like was like confidence almost. But
Okay.
then as the season went on, I gained it all back.
Okay. So you losing the confidence initially at the beginning of the season. What did you do in order to get that confidence back? Were you working out more? Did the games kind of slow down for you a little bit more? Like what ended up helping you get your confidence back?
Uh, I worked out more. I was just like I kept playing my game. I felt like as I switched over from like school ball to travel ball, I felt that I had to like speed my game up, but I really didn't have to. But at first I thought I did, so it kind of like threw it all off for me.
Okay. Okay, so when you found out that you found your niche and you started slowing and the game started kind of, I guess it would slow down for you a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Because as and of course I'm sure you can contest to this, but when you start figuring out something as far as on a basketball court, the game kind of slows down and
Yeah.
every your mind starts working quicker and you can see stuff ahead of time. So at
Yeah.
that point in time, with what you just mentioned, was this the same situation? Was the game kind of slowing down for you and you started seeing things?
Yeah, it did. It did.
Okay. Um, so this is your seventh grade year. You're playing up in Milwaukee with the Wisconsin. You said Wisconsin Unite, correct?
Yeah.
In Milwaukee. Okay. So that summer, leading. So this is the summer. This is the summer of your seventh grade year. So going into your seventh grade year at that point in time, how was it then going back to school ball? Was school ball just so much more easy at that point in time?
So much easier, man. So much easier.
Okay. Where did you say you went to middle school?
St. John's Lutheran. It's
Okay.
over on Kiwani, like
Okay.
downtown Racine.
Got you. So when you ended up going back to St. John's Lutheran that seventh grade year, and the competition slowing down, how did you guys do in your season? Did you just dominate everybody or what?
Yeah, we did, but I think we lost a handful of games, but they were all to teams like up north. Like we faced a few homeschool teams
Okay.
and they beat us, but besides that, we dominated really.
Okay. So now we're leading to, you know, at this point in time, your seventh grade year, and even in middle school, did you already know where you were going to high school, or was it still like you still had options of where you wanted to go for high school?
It was up in the air. Well, my mom didn't want me to go to a public school, so it was like my options were Prairie, Lutheran, and St. Cat's.
Okay, and is that more so because of educational purposes?
Yeah.
Okay, so with that being said, what made you ultimately choose Prairie?
Um, I had a few friends who were going there. They graduated, and then my shadow day, my eighth grade year, I really liked the environment.
Okay. So at this point in time, it really had nothing to do with the game of basketball. It was more so just the environment and then the educational proponents of it. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that you ended up playing. Of course, you went out for basketball, or whatever. So your freshman year there at Prairie. First of all, let's do this. Let's go back real quick.
Okay.
Your eighth grade year, right? I know you
Mhm.
mentioned we talked about your seventh grade year, but your eighth grade year for your middle school and for the summer of AAU. Did you still play with Wisconsin Unite?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Um, Now, you previously mentioned that the first time that you went to Wisconsin Unite, it was a little bit of some hiccups, and you were
Yeah.
getting you and things like that. How did you take that energy to transform and channel everything to make it a better transition for your eighth grade year? And how did you play your eighth grade year?
Just stayed in the gym and kept working. And my eighth grade year was very successful, very dominant. I averaged a lot. I forgot, but it was like middle school, so like it's not too much of a big deal.
Right.
But
Right.
I averaged in the uppers, like 20s, uppers 20s.
Okay. And as far as AAU, the same thing. Did you play really well in the AAU circuit as well?
Yeah, but I didn't average that much. But yeah, I
No, of
played
course. Of
played
course. Yeah.
played
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Well, I shouldn't say of course because I mean it's not far fetched for somebody to average 20-25 on the AAU circuit. So I guess I shouldn't have said
yeah.
of course. But okay, so going into this your freshman year,
Okay.
did you when you got to Prairie, first of all, did you make the varsity squad right away?
I split time. I was on JV and varsity.
Okay. But when you played when you first of all, how was it for you playing JV basketball?
Um, the game just like the games felt super slow,
Okay. Okay.
and like I pretty much dominated JV.
Yeah, see, we brag too on this show a little bit, right? I like for people to brag a little bit and tell me, yeah, I like
All
you to
right.
get in your bag a little bit. Yeah, so I like that. So you dominated JV. Then when you were getting called up, so did you play a lot on varsity your freshman year? Like, did you play every single game on varsity that they played?
No, I didn't. I got pulled up towards the end of the season to play more, but in the beginning, I was getting like the spare like minutes and stuff like that.
Okay, but so you were still playing in the beginning, but
Yeah, I was
just not
still
as
not as much as like I wanted to.
okay. So let me ask you this. So why is this echoing? Okay, it's not echoing no more. Sorry about that.
You got it.
Um, so when you initially were getting pulled up, I guess let me reword the question. Was it at the beginning of the varsity season? Like, did you play in the majority of the varsity games? Like, were you suiting up with varsity from the beginning of the season to the end?
Oh,
Is what I.
yeah, I suited up every game, but I didn't get to play each game depending on
Right.
like how close the game was. But
Got
I
you.
was on the bench every game, suited up and all that stuff.
And were the practices combined at that point in time? Was the JV practices and the varsity practices combined?
No, so let's say like we had a game on Thursday. I would practice with JV Monday and Wednesday, and then I would practice with VAR on Tuesday and Friday.
Got you. Got
So
you.
like before the game days, I would practice with JV.
Who was there that was playing above you or before you on the varsity squad? Like, who was the guard there at the time?
KJ Williams and
Yeah.
Asante Hunter.
Okay. So they both were there. Okay. Sanjay he's a senior this year, correct?
Yeah, he's a senior now.
Okay. Okay. So seeing as right that you've gone through this small adversity
Okay.
again your freshman season, right? What did you do that summer? Like, did you lock in on specific things that you wanted to improve on that summer going into your sophomore season?
Yeah, I say my left hand was a big thing.
Okay.
Freshman summer going into sophomore year, I worked on that a lot.
Okay. What kind of feedback were you getting from the coaching staff leading into your sophomore season?
Uh, they told me to just stay in the gym, lift to get stronger, quicker, and stuff like that, and just keep working.
They didn't promise you anything as far as like your sophomore season, like where you would play, like if you was okay. They didn't promise anything
But
like that.
yeah, they didn't
Okay.
promise. Yeah.
So how so leading into your sophomore season then, what was the did you start your sophomore season?
No, I didn't.
You didn't
But I
start.
had a bigger role.
You had a bigger role. Okay. So more
Yeah.
like the sixth or seventh man coming off the bench kind of thing?
Yeah, I was like seventh man.
Okay. How did you personally play? How do you think you played your sophomore season?
Um, I feel like I played pretty well.
Okay. Um elaborate. Like what do you feel like what do you feel like transformed from your freshman season to your sophomore season to make you feel like you played as good as you did?
Um, that left hand worked a lot. That made scoring a lot easier. Sophomore season, lifting it allowed me to finish with like contacts and stuff like that. Being as I'm a smaller guard, so that helped out a lot.
Okay. So it's safe to say that for the majority of your career, I guess, would you up till now, and we'll get into your junior season here in a second because I got some highlights I want to show you and stuff like that too.
Okay.
So, um, do you think would you categorize yourself as a late bloomer?
Yeah, I would. I would. To be honest with you, I would.
Okay, and why or what does that do for you as far as like because a lot of people, especially in certain situations, they are by their junior and even by their sophomore seasons. A lot of times they have been maybe starting on varsity, even getting more recognition around the city and things like that that they're
Yeah.
playing in and things like that. So, has that done anything for like your work ethic? Has that done anything for like your confidence?
Yeah, the confidence part, it took a big hit because I felt like I should have been getting more recognition, but it it made my work ethic so much better.
Yeah, because it's kind of like a blessing in disguise, right? Because
Yeah,
it makes you work that much harder because it seems like you got something to prove. Number one, and then you have to. It seems as almost like you have to you have to outwork the competition just to get
yeah,
noticed.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Um, let me do this. Let's do some rapid fire questions real quick, and then we'll get into your junior season. Okay.
Okay.
Favorite basketball player?
Devin Booker.
That's a dope pick. He tough. Ooh, he's tough. I'm so salty he's out right now, bro.
Me too.
Oh my god, he tough. Favorite? The greatest basketball player of all time.
That's tough. That's tough. Uh, man,
It ain't no wrong answer. It ain't no wrong answer.
I have to say Kobe. I think that he was the most skilled player of all time.
Kobe. Okay. Um. Well, let's switch it back then. Your favorite football player is it Deshaun Jackson?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Um. Favorite sneaker to hoop in?
Changes each year. Man, the Kyrie line, I love that line, or the Kobe sixes.
So Nike, for real. Nothing else but Nike.
Yeah.
Okay, Nike number one.
Yeah.
But then the Kobe sixes. You got a favorite colorway for the Kobe sixes?
The draft day, the Charlotte
Yeah.
Hornets
Yeah,
colorway.
yeah. I like that too. And then you said the Kyries.
Yeah, the Kyries.
Okay. Favorite rapper right now.
Little baby.
He don't miss.
No, he, he don't.
He do not miss, bro. He don't miss nothing.
He don't,
Um,
man. That's all right now.
right, he on fire right now. Too. All right, toughest player that you had to play against.
Tyrese Hunter. The game just it looks so slow to him. Watching it from the bench my sophomore year,
Mm-hmm.
it's like the game just came to him, I think.
Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that. Okay, so now we're leading into your junior season, right? So that summer, your sophomore season, um, leading until now, your junior season or this current portion as to where we are. Once again, I'm going to ask you, what did you do to work on your game, and did you see a leap from your sophomore season to your junior season?
Okay. Yeah, I did see a leap because so after my freshman year, that was my 15U summer. I was playing 17U with the Wisconsin Sharks, so that
Oh wait a minute.
helped out.
Okay, see. This is good. Let's go back then.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, this is good. See, this is why I want the elaborations and stuff like that. So you're playing 17U with the Wisconsin Sharks.
Yeah, I was playing 2 grades up with the Wisconsin Sharks.
Your freshman season.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
freshman summer going to sophomore year. Yeah.
going into your sophomore year. Okay, now you are 2 grades up. How are you faring? How were you? Were you holding your own?
Uh, with the minutes that I got, yeah, sometimes, but there was a few times where I had to guard some really good guards,
Can you name a
and
few? Do you remember?
no, I don't. They were from all over the place.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
but yeah, sometimes I had some tough assignments.
Okay. Now, because you playing 2 grades up, confidence wise, you know that can either go one or two ways. It can shake your confidence to the core, and I think we briefly touched on this, or it can say, okay, I know I play with these people that are 17, that 2 years older than me.
Yeah,
I can do this.
yeah.
Which way did it go for you?
It raised mine for sure. It raised it.
Okay. And this was leading into your sophomore season, right?
Yep, sophomore
So
year.
did you feel? And now that we touched on that, and we still found out, previously that you didn't start your sophomore season, was that kind of like a slap in the face?
Um, Not really because I still had the same guards in front of me from my freshman year.
Okay, but you said that your role increased though too.
Yeah.
Got it. Got it. Okay, so now, like I said, now we brings us here to where we are right now, and this is your junior season. Junior
Okay.
season. Um, that's this last summer, this past summer that we just had. What were you doing? Because I previously mentioned that I know you was in the gym on Thanksgiving morning getting reps in, but
Hmm.
leading into the, that summer.
Okay.
What were you doing to work on your game?
Gabby
Ortiz.
Ortiz.
Yeah.
Yeah. I worked out with her a lot that summer, like 3-4 times a week.
Okay. What was she doing to help you prepare?
A lot of handle work. She fixed my jump shot too, because like I used to like shoot weird, or like my offhand was like it was something, but she like fixed it, and she helped out a lot.
Was it more of a, did you have a hitch in your shot, or was it just like your
It was
offhand?
like my offhand thumb was like in the way of like the rotation.
Oh, got it. So you were kind of
Yeah,
using your thumb on your opposite
yeah,
hand to shoot too. Okay. Okay, as
yeah,
opposed to it just being fluid this way.
yeah.
Got it, got it. So she worked on that. So I'm assuming that you got a lot of reps up when it came to shooting then,
Yeah,
right?
a lot of
Um,
reps.
and then you said your ball handling as well. Because did you know going into this season that there was a good chance that you were going to be starting going into your junior season?
Yeah,
Okay. Was that told to you, or was it just like, okay, I know one person is gone, so I'm going to be starting the season?
yeah. It was like I know that guard is leaving, so I got to step up.
Okay, cool. So you did all this work in the off season again this summer. What else were you doing as far as endurance training and stuff like that? Were you doing any weightlifting or stuff and stuff?
Yeah, I I was lifting at Prarie with
Okay,
my uncle DJ and Terrell.
TK,
Yeah,
got it, got it. Okay, which he is an animal, man, when it comes to training.
yeah, he is.
Dude, he is good, man. He's good, and yeah, man, he's good. I respect everything that he has going for him right now. So now we here. We at your junior season.
Hmm.
Um, first day of practice going into your junior season, knowing that like now you are going to be playing the bulk of the minutes. When they say the starting lineups, they're gonna say Kaleb Shannon. You're gonna have everybody screaming, all of this
Yeah,
stuff, right? how
yeah.
how was that the first practice going into your junior season, leading up to the first game of the season? Like, what was going through your mind like during the first like couple of days leading into your junior season?
The first couple days, oh, I'll be honest with you, man. The first like week of practice, I was out. I got my wisdom teeth took out like the weekend before. I was
And
out
then
the
knock you,
first week of practice.
yeah, man. Wisdom teeth are bad, bro. Oh my
Man,
god, it's bad. So
yeah.
okay, so when you came back, right? Was
Uh-huh.
the did the wisdom teeth affect you at all, or was it more so like, okay, I'm ready to roll?
I remember we did a scrimmage or something, and I went for a rebound. It was like my first day back. I got elbowed in my jaw. I was like, oh man. But after that, it was fine. I didn't get a hit no more, so I was all good.
Okay, so first game of the season, right?
Mhm.
First game of the season, you in the starting lineup. You are one of the ones, right? That is, now people are going to be like, okay, we need to slow him down. We need to slow the other guy down, Sanjay, to get to neutralize Prairie. The big man,
Yeah,
what's the big man's name again? I'm sorry, my fault. I lost.
Ash.
Yeah, Ash. Lost train of
Yeah.
thought. So Ash, we need to slow these three down to neutralize Prairie. Um, excuse me. Any nerves at all in the first game?
Um, no, not really. Not really.
Was it more just excitement to get it going?
Yeah, just a lot of excitement. A lot of man, a lot.
Okay. Overall this season, how did you think you did overall this season?
I feel like I did pretty good for like my first year as like a starter and getting a lot of minutes. I feel like I'd play well. So
What?
I'm
what
proud of it.
yeah, for sure, for sure. What were your averages? Do you remember?
I think I averaged like 10 points a game. Um maybe 3, 4 assists and like 2, 3 boards.
Okay. I want to show a couple of things, man. I want to show a couple of things.
Okay.
Um, one thing is this, and you can walk me through this. Do you remember this?
Oh yeah, I do.
Okay. Let's talk about it. I'm gonna mute it so you can walk me through. This is a game winner, right?
All right. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this is a game winner. So just walk me through this play. Walk me through what was going on.
Okay. So it was a 1-4 low, and it was a pick and roll for Ash and Asanje.
Okay.
And I think at like the 10-9 second mark, yeah, he didn't use it, and then he lost the ball, and I was just right there to pick it up.
So like a broken play that ended up working out for you.
Yeah, it was a broken play. It was a broken
Yeah.
play.
But it ended up, like I said, once again, it ended up working out. And the for you to have the guts and the wherewithal to to see clock, see ball, see um, you know, the time that's left on the clock, and understand what needs to be going on. Yeah, I see you was talking plenty. You was talking plenty stuff over there too
Yeah.
after the shot. Um, what game? Do you know when this was in the season? Like, what game was this in the season?
This was the day before Christmas Eve. This was like our
Oh wow!
Christmas
So
game.
this is still early. This is still early.
Yeah.
So the confidence after this, right? So because this is big, right?
Yeah.
This is your first year starting. You hit your first game winner.
Yeah.
Um, what type of confidence did that instill into you? Because there's also something that I want to show you too, um, right after that too. But what kind of confidence did that instill into you?
It rose a lot. It rose a lot. I remember after I got home, my dad said that that should be a booster, and
That's
it
dope.
was.
That's dope. Um, Prior to that
Okay.
shot, were you? Do you feel like you were struggling a little bit, or do you feel like your game was still pretty? You were still playing pretty decent.
I feel like I was still playing pretty decent, but that helped out a lot. I think it was the game before then. I had my first 20-point game. That was against Dominican, and
Okay.
then the next game that happened. So like it was like back to back like boosters for me. So
Yeah,
it
that's
helped
dope.
out a lot.
All right, yeah, and then we're gonna look at this too, man, because this was shortly after, right?
Yeah, that was the
So
interview
play
after.
for Ash and Asante. It was a pick and roll and it broke down, unfortunately, but luckily Sanjay lost the ball and it came to me and I shot it and it went in. So it was a great shot. It should be a great Christmas for us.
I love it, man. I love it because
And
we literally just talked about that, man. I love it. I love it,
Yeah,
dude. Um, so the rest of the season, you know, you said you played pretty well the rest of the season, and you know, you guys, did you win your first playoff game?
yeah, we did pretty
Yep.
handily, and then we had MAS
Then you
next.
got MAS, right? So
Yeah.
how was it playing against MAS in that gym that's so small, and the people seem like they sitting right on top of you?
Yeah, man, it felt like we had the whole city against us. Like it was just packed. Everybody was there for them. We had that small little student section, but the rest was all for them.
Yeah, because they had, you know, it was pegged that they were going to end up. They were picked to win state that year,
Yeah,
right? You know, with Tayshawn and with Nasir and everybody else, man. You know, they was picked to win state. So,
yeah.
um, how was it playing against them though?
Um, at first we came out flat, and we allowed them to like speed our games up.
I, I'm gonna tell you something that I heard. Right. So after the game, I get a phone call.
Hmm.
The phone call I get is, "Hey, Alan, you know who Caleb and Sanjay is?" Yeah, I know. Man, they some tough guards, and they really pushed us to the limits.
Yeah,
This is what was told to me after the game
yeah.
from people that I know that are close niche with MAS.
Okay.
So those two guards, they really gave us hell. This is what they told us, or what they told me, I should say. So um, that's the reason why I wanted to ask you, because I wanted to ask you from the person that was in the trenches, and then give you the feedback that I actually heard from it.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So because it was like they said, yeah, we respect them two guards. They gave us hell.
Yeah. The first half, I picked up two quick ones, and I was sick. I had to
Yeah,
sit for the rest of the first half, but the second half, I I came out and did my thing.
yeah, and it wasn't a blowout, right? Not until
Yeah.
like they
Not
picked up some to the end, right? They picked up some
yeah.
garbage points and stuff like that, but for all intents and purposes, it wasn't a blowout, right?
Yeah. Let me see. I think the only time where they were up by double digits was the first few minutes. And
Mm-hmm.
then besides that, it was like a 2, 3, 4
Yeah,
four
it was
point
nip and
game.
tuck. It was nip and
Yeah,
tuck until like the end of the game. Yeah, for
yeah.
sure. Um, so after the season, let me ask you. I saw something. Saw this. This is what I saw. And please tell me when this was. So y'all ended up playing at the Bradley Center, right?
Yeah, the Fiserv Forum.
Yeah. Oh, what I
Yeah,
say, the Bradley Center? I'm tripping. Yeah.
yeah.
The,
The
yeah,
old name.
the Fiserv.
Yeah,
Yeah, the Fiserv. So y'all ended up playing at the Fiserv. Was that after the regular season, or was that during the season?
yeah. That was during. That was during.
Okay. The reason why I'm mentioning this is because I also have, and I think this was like kind of sealed the game
Hmm.
for you. I also have this, and I think this sealed the game. Let me mute this. First of all, let me tell you one thing that I really like about this, and I want to see if you know what I'm gonna say about this drive.
Okay.
What do you think I like the most about that drive?
Absorb the contact.
And fight through
Yeah,
it. Yep.
yeah.
Absorb the contact. That's an elite move. That's a D1 move.
Hmm.
Absorb the contact, push off, fight through it. That's a D1 move. Didn't that help in that point in time? Didn't that kind of like help y'all? Did that help y'all get the lead, or did that help seal the game?
That was our run to tie the game. Let me see. I think that might have put us to within like 8,
Okay. Okay.
and then I had 2 assists that were 3-pointers that brought us closer. So yeah.
Okay. Another thing I want to show you too, in the aftermath of that, and we're gonna react to
Okay.
this too. But I want to hear this though.
Can I sort of get, for not having to play on an NBA court, obviously we all dream about it. I dream about it. Okay, what was it like being able to play, even before we get the end of the game? What was it like being able to play on that court? Were there any extra nerves, just like knowing the space you're in?
It was a great experience. A lot of nerves, a lot of jitters, but once you're in there, it kind of just wears off after the first shot. So.
Gotcha. And then end of the game, you had the free throws to clinch it. And you got getting out rebounded there in the game. Some of the fundamentals are missing. At the end, you had the steal and the free throws. What was it? Do you think helped you bring the success at the end?
Just the. I don't know. We just wanted to beat them. We just wanted to beat them.
And then Coach mentioned like you wanted. Can you talk a little bit? He said like, over the last week you've been focusing on being a leader. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, we had our senior guard Sanjay Hunter, our captain. He was out because of I think a bruised wrist. So I had to step it up for us.
Gotcha. Awesome.
So that's the reason why I asked that too. I want to see this again. Yeah, I like that move. I like that a lot. That's a big time move. But the reason why I asked that, if this was after the season,
Okay.
more so was because I didn't see Sanjay.
Hmm.
And that was the reason why I asked, like, was this after, y'all graduated? But it didn't make sense for me to even say that because that doesn't make sense at all. But
Yeah.
anyway. So how was it? You briefly touched on it there, but just take me through how it was playing at the Fiserv. Did you guys use their locker rooms and everything?
No, we didn't. We used like a hallway because of COVID, so they didn't want us in there.
Okay. But how was it walking into that stadium that seats over 20,000 people and being on that court?
Man, it was nice. It was nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was nice.
But the rims are a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
They
Very
give
different.
a lot more give.
Yeah.
It seems as if the wood has a little bit more bounce to it, right? So,
Yeah.
So just talk about that. I mean, because you have a lot of people, out here that don't get a chance to play on the NBA court.
Yeah.
That may be watching. So just give some of the differences and stuff as to what you experienced on that NBA court as opposed to what you play with at Prarie, or if you go to St. Cat's, or if you go to Luther, or something like that.
I'd say the thing that affected me the most is like the backdrop. Like the rim seems super far, but it really isn't.
Right?
That
Yeah.
affected
Yeah.
me. And man, those NBA players are strong, man. I shot the three. So for our game, they put tape down for a high school three,
Yep. I
and
see
then
it.
they
Yeah.
had the NBA three down. So
Yep.
I shot one in the game. I didn't airball,
You
but
was close. You was
just
close.
it was like it nicked the front end, but it looked good. It was just a
Right.
little short.
A little short. But you know what? It goes back to, I wouldn't even necessarily say strong. I think it goes back to what you said previously. Because of the backdrop and the stadium setting,
Mm-hmm.
it seems as if the rim is
It's
further
far.
back than what it is, and you probably just short armed it because you can't even think. Because I
Yeah.
guarantee you. Let me ask you this. Warming up.
Mm-hmm.
Did you shoot an air ball warming up, or did you come close?
Yeah, I did airball. I
Yep.
airball once in warm up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, because of that. Yeah, it's if you're not used to that and you're not used to playing in stadiums like that, you're gonna shoot an air ball. At least one. Definitely gonna
Yeah.
shoot at least one air ball. Okay, so right now you're playing AAU, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Who you playing AAU with right now?
World hoops down in Kenosha.
So you're playing down in Kenosha with World Hoops. Why in Kenosha? Why are you playing with the Kenosha team? Any
Um,
specific reason?
really, I was gonna go play with Playground, but my mom didn't want me driving back and forth from Milwaukee, so I stayed close to home.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I like World Hoops though.
Okay. Any other people that you can name that's on the team right now that you would think that some of the viewers that are watching, or maybe even just shout out some people that's on the team that you're playing with right now that you after you post the video is going to be watching
Mhm.
possibly.
I think that all of my teammates will watch.
Okay. Okay. Um, let's go back real quick. Are you
Okay.
receiving any interest right now from any schools?
Yeah, I've gotten a few like low major D1s, some D2s, and some D3s.
Do you care to share any of those schools that is interested in you?
Um, I emailed Barry University today. They're down in Miami. That's a D2 private school. Central Michigan University reached out to me. Youngstown State reached out to me. Let me see, there's one in Texas. It was Dallas Baptist reached out to me
Okay.
and a few others. But
Do you remember real quick? You remember the
okay.
conversation that we had about a month ago?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. And I told you just to be patient that it was coming.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you, dude. I'm happy for you, man, for sure.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, I'm happy for you, man, because I had a feeling it was coming,
Yeah.
and so I just wanted you to be patient. And I know sometimes it can get frustrating, especially when you feel like you could play at the next level for sure. The
Yeah.
good thing for you is, man, you got another year to go. You got this entire summer with AAU, and then you got another year to go to solidify where you think you should be.
Yeah.
Oh, but I'm happy for you, man. I'm definitely happy for you for sure.
Thank you.
No problem at all. What are you going to be working on also this summer to prepare yourself for next year? And what are some of your goals that you want to do personally, that you want to achieve personally, basketball wise, for next year?
One of my biggest goals, let me see. I want to be first team all conference, first team all county. Um, I would like to be conference player of the year. That'd be nice. But really, I want to make a state run my last year. that's that's it.
What are you doing to prepare yourself to achieve those goals for this summer?
Staying in the gym, working out constantly. Like the other day, my dad said like it's like I'm never here. Like I'm either at school, at work, or in the gym. Like I'm in the gym 6 a.m., 5:30. I'm working every day basically.
That's dope, bro. That's dope. I like that in you. Is this ultimately what you want to do with the duration, like as a career? Would this be something
Yeah,
that you want to do as a career? Okay. The reason why I ask that is because it is, right? And what I like to do when I'm interviewing high school students, think about life outside of basketball as well, because at some point in time the air is going to come out that ball. Hopefully for you, it's going to be a long time from now, and
yeah.
you can have a pro career, whether it's in the NBA or playing overseas. You can have you if you put your mind to it, you can have you could play pro basketball if you put your mind to it, and don't just get fixated on the NBA because there's so many other leagues outside of the NBA. Okay,
Yeah.
not saying that you can't make it to the NBA, but also there's so many other leagues outside of the NBA. So just don't get fixated on the NBA. But after your playing career, what are some of the things that you would like to do outside of playing basketball?
Um, let's see.
Front door.
I would like to be a businessman one day. And
Anything in
like,
particular? Because that is,
no,
when you say businessman, it's so broad of a topic. Because
yeah,
business is everywhere.
I would like to like own something one day. Like put my name on like a brand, like a company, something like that.
Okay, so but what though? You got to have an idea of what that brand or that company is. Like you got to have. I'm not talking about right now that you got to have it, but it
Yeah.
got to be something inside of you that says, "I like doing this outside of basketball, and this is what I
Hmm.
can see myself doing outside of basketball." If that's the case right now, what is that thing?
Um, I would like to stay around the game of basketball. So
Okay,
maybe if it's like opening like my own gym or starting my own AAU team, some something like
something
that.
like that. Okay. What about like training? Something like that. Would you mind? Would you want to do training or something?
Yeah, I would train. Yeah.
Okay. 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 Um, any shout outs you want to give out before we get out of here?
Shout out to you for having me, man.
Oh man,
That's
I
it.
appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. No parent shout out, man. You don't want to give a shout out to your parents?
My parents, of course, I wouldn't be here without them.
Right, man. Listen, look, I don't want to get in trouble, and I don't want you getting in trouble if they see this interview and I say who you want to shout
Yeah.
out, and you don't even call them out. Yeah, you got
Uh,
to shout out your parents. Yeah, for sure.
yeah, my parents and all my coaches, my teammates, my trainers, stuff like that.
Got you, man. Got you. Well, listen, Caleb, man, I'm rooting for you. I'll be attending multiple games of yours this upcoming season for sure.
Thank
Um, this platform is now an open platform to you. If you ever need something that you want to discuss, you can always come back to the platform and we can discuss it.
you. Okay.
If you want to announce after next year where you're going to school, you can do it on the platform. This platform
Okay.
is yours to actually to come back on and do it. I want to give people like you and other athletes a platform to just to tell their sports stories, even if it is only up into your junior season or your junior year. Um, I want to bring people on because what I want to do is give you a glimpse of what could happen when you get to that next level. Because now, since you can sell your likeness and stuff in school, public speaking is going to be a huge thing when you get to the next level. Because you're gonna play basketball at the
Yeah.
next. You're definitely gonna play basketball at the next level. So it's gonna be one of those things where public speaking is gonna become huge for you to
Okay.
sell your likeness. So that's another reason why I want to bring people on. I want to thank everybody out there for tuning in to the interview. I want to thank Hylux Vitamin Water, my sponsor, for sponsoring the interview. I am Alan Cole Beasy Colbert. You've been watching Baseline the Goal Line. Thanks for tuning in. Peace and love.